Hey guys, it's Trey from Triathletes Tribe. I wrote an article about whether running builds muscle in your arms, and so I just wanted to do a quick video on that article.
And this is a question that all of us have had. And so I just wanted to go over it and give people a real answer. Because the simple answer is yes, you can build muscle in your arms by running. But is it going to be significant? And that answer is no, definitely not. The only way to significantly build muscle in your arms is to do resistance training. So I wanted to go ahead and just read this article to you that I've written, and it describes what I'm talking about here. Yes, it does build muscle, but how do we really build muscle in our arms? So here we go. Running can build muscle in your legs, but does it build muscle in your arms? Running does not build muscle in your arms, in our arms. Again, put that in quotes because you can build muscle anytime you move your body, but the idea of building muscle to see gains and strength increasing and to see it increase in size, you're not going to get that with running alone. So what will happen if you run and you run over an extended period of time and you watch your diet and you do lots of things that you can talk to your medical professional about to help you lose fat, you will start to see tone and striations show in your arms, or potentially, depending on your body and your lifestyle. So that is something that running can do. It can help burn fat through your entire body, which will include burning fat in your arms. And then by burning that fat in your arms, you will begin to see the muscle become more pronounced and be able to actually recognize the muscle striations that you hear about biceps and triceps and in your forearms and everything. So with that being said, I recommend two books. The first book being The Obesity Code by Jason Fung. Again, the idea of understanding how to lose fat will then be able to show the muscle that's underneath in your arms. The book that I love and I recommend and I've read and I still use from time to time is You Are Your Own Gym by Mark Lauren. This is just a brilliant book. It tells you that you don't really need to go to the gym to build muscle mass. You just need to eat right and do some simple weekly training at your home or out in a park or wherever you can just use your own body weight and you don't need any equipment. Love this book. Highly, highly recommend it. Okay, so what's my experience? I was a runner ever since I was about 7 years old. I ran cross country and track all the way through school, through high school until I graduated. And then I kept running thereafter. I took about 5 to 10 years off just because of I had Lyme disease, and yeah, it kind of set me back for a while. But after I got over that and have been doing great since then, I've been regularly running, but the past 5 years I've been training as a triathlete. And so my experience with this is that if you just do endurance training, you are not going to have these large gains of in your arm muscles or even really in your leg muscles per se. But that being said, you can build muscle in your legs and your core much faster with running or cycling or swimming than you will in your arms. And so that being said, what is the solution? How do you build muscle in your arms? If you're a runner or you want to continue running, well, it's simple, just resistance training. You can do push-ups, pull-ups, you can go to the gym and you can have your personal trainer help you with any exercises that are going to help build muscles in your arms. That being said, but we want to focus on building muscle in our arms for sure. And to be a better runner, it will help without a shadow of a doubt. And so the more strength that you have in your arms, the more able you are to propel yourself forward when you're on a long distance run or when you're doing sprints or faster tempo runs. There's a limit, of course, how much muscle you can build in your arms and the benefits of running with excess weight. So basically I'm just saying that if you have too much weight on your body has to carry that weight through the entire workout. And again, this would be for, kind of extremes. If you're a heavy bodybuilder, first of all, you wouldn't be looking at this page because you already know how to build muscle in your arms. But that would be something that might be detrimental because you have so much energy you have to expel in order to get through, say, a marathon or a half marathon. But once you get down to sprinting or anything under a mile or so, then it's just marginal. The loss is marginal unless you're in a professional runner in a specified discipline. So strength and speed are closely connected with how fast we run. So the idea is that if we want to be a good runner, you want to have as much strength as you can with as little mass as possible. And that just equals less weight, more strength. You can use less energy to get yourself through the air. Do you need strength in your arms to run faster? Yes, you do, but you don't need a lot. Really, the main point of running is your legs and your core. If you have a really, really strong core and you have strong legs, and you've been trying to just make yourself stronger in those areas, you will see far greater benefits in X multiples than you will by strengthening your arms up. Again, the arms do work in tandem, but not nearly as much. So with that being said, what are the benefits of strengthening your entire body for running? And we can look at our bodies as an entire system to better understand why it's important to strengthen everything from our toes to the top of our head. We have connective tissue that runs from the tip of our feet to the very top of our head. It's called fascia. And in some parts of our body, fascia is even stronger than any muscle in our body. When you hear of the women who have heard or thought that their baby was underneath a car, and there's this extraordinary stories of a woman like flipping a car over trying to see if her baby was there, that was not necessarily done by muscle tissue. And the reason being is because usually after that's done, the muscle tissue is quite torn. That women, they can see that they'll have very little use of, say, for instance, their bicep. They may tear their bicep or something. But what actually held it together was the fascia around it, because it's so strong that when those big adrenaline rushes happen, they can actually flip the car. Now, again, these are extreme cases. It doesn't happen for most people. It's never happened to me. But that is how strong fascia can be. And the idea is that you want to make your whole body an environment of creating an entire system so that it becomes very efficient. And you want to have an electrical system that works perfectly for the type of running that you're doing. So I personally subscribe to doing body weight exercises. You can work nearly every part of your body, especially the major parts of your legs and your core and your upper body and back, with just doing body weight exercises. Again, I refer back to the book, Mark Lawrence's book, You Are Your Own Gym. It has everything in there. It's super cheap. You can get it on Amazon. The other thing that you can do is, if you just want, right now, what can you do to build muscle in your arms for running? You can do push-ups. Push-ups are simple. There are literally hundreds of variations you can do. You can look it up online. I have a little article here on basic push-up that you can do to start with. There's a little link right here. Pull-ups. You can do pull-ups. They work everything from your back, biceps, shoulders, chest, and they work very well to build up your arms, especially your forearms and your biceps. You'll also see it in your shoulders and your back as you continue to do that. So those are my recommendations. Again, talk to your medical professional, talk to your trainer, get a training plan if you've never run before. If you're a new runner, I highly recommend first reading, and then secondly, getting a coach or a trainer to help you know what you need to do to build up your entire body. And if you're looking of exercises to do for strengthening your arms to have more arm mass while you're running, I highly recommend Mark Lawrence's book. Anyway, that's all, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.